Hello and welcome to Let Us Farm. My name is Emelefong Noel Oge of Let Us Farm. So today we are talking about, can you actually mix your hybrid and your Clarias catfish in the same pond, the same time, and get results from these fishes? So this is what we'll be dealing with today, so that every one of us can know if this is possible. Is it worth it? Is it going to give you a result at the end of the day? Before we go further, kindly remember, if you are having any problem in your farm, any problem whatsoever, all you need to do is do a video of this your catfish farm. Do that video when you are feeding your fishes and send it to 081-353-48909. When I look at these videos, send me a voice note attached to it or text attached to it explaining to me what you're seeing. So when I look at these videos, I will be able to provide you with a free solution. These services, remember, it's free. So make use of it now and tell every other person that may need the services. So I'll be right back to discuss this. Welcome back. So like I said, we are discussing about having your hybrid catfish and your Clarias catfish in same pond, same time. Is it something anybody needs to try? Is it worth it, or what is going to be the result at the end of the day? Now let me make this particular issue, let me quickly say this. For you to understand this, I will advise you to stay till the end. If I say one thing now and you run with it and do not listen to the end, you make a mistake, never blame me for that. So what I'm going to say is that two of these animals are the same catfish breed, are the same catfish but different species of the same catfish. So now, being that they are same catfish of different species but they are all catfish, it simply means that they can coexist in the same pond. However, the question is, doing this, what is going to be my likely result? Can they not kill each other during the time of their stay? Now this is what becomes something you need to understand. I say it generally, if you leave your catfish, your hybrid and your Clarias in the same pond, the same feeding and everything, both of them will stay there without any problem. They are not going to die because of any cross infection. They're only going to die from infection if you overstocked your pond. They're not going to die because one is eating. No, they will eat very well. But the problem is this: your hybrid, like I always said, is supposed to be a fish that stays longer. Not that your Clarias cannot stay long. In fact, if your Clarias stays 1 year, your hybrid will stay 1 year. If your hybrid stays 1 year to 6 months, your Clarias will still stay 1 year, 6 months. So it's not about longevity, but now it's about the business aspect. I've explained these things time and time. If you are stocking hybrid and you're stocking a hybrid for short term, that's going to be a loss of funds. Not because your hybrid doesn't grow well at a short term. I've heard people say that. That's a lie. If you put them in the same condition, at the same feeding and every management, the same short period of time, they will still have the same growth rate. But the problem is, when it gets to 7 months, your Clarias has the high percent of now developing eggs, which is a no-no to your buyers. Remember, your main purpose of raising catfish is for your buyers. You're not raising catfish because you just want to raise catfish, except maybe you just put like some few inside your house that you want to be eating. If that is your case, it's a different thing. But then your hybrid will not have eggs from 7 months going forward. So if you want to target, maybe you have your customer plan is for fishes that are so massive, fishes that are 3 kg, 4 kg, then you need to get hybrid, which can stay till 12 months without having any egg. This singular fact makes it that when you are stocking, if you stock both of them and they now stay and you still leave them past 7 months, you are going to lose on your Clarias because they'll start having eggs, while your hybrid will continue with no eggs. Now, if you stock both of them and say, okay, I want to sell them at 4 months, fine and good. If the space of the pond is okay, fine and good. But the problem here is that when you are selling them and your hybrid is 1 kg at 4 months and your Clarias is 1 kg at 4 months, you're going to lose on the hybrid. Why are you losing on the hybrid? You're losing on the hybrid simply because if you look at the price you bought the juvenile, the hybrid is almost ×2 of the price of Clarias. So meaning that if you are selling them at that period, because the problem is that most people that do catfish farming don't even have an idea of what they are doing. They just want to stock fish and make money. So they don't actually understand this thing. And again, some are misled. So, plus or minus, ignorance is not an excuse. So if you do that, you're going to lose because of the price you bought the juvenile. If you go to anywhere to buy your juvenile, you discover that your hybrid is almost ×2 the price of juvenile. And then you are not selling them at the same time. So that price that you paid over on your hybrid is already a loss at the time of sales. You don't need to spend that money to lose it. What's the point? So, but if your hybrid is going to stay more, this is when you now gain it, because it now passes that time that your Clarias will be developing egg, and it on its own will not develop egg. So you now make the money as at when it stays more. Forget about the stories of people saying, oh, that Clarias hybrid starts growing at 4 months. Like I said, if you put them in the same condition, you will still get the same result, because I have it in my farms, and over the time I've come to realize that at the same time, with the same management, they give you the same rating. But just that when this one gets to this point, it keeps going, while this one not have eggs. This is just their this thing. And then you may wonder, okay, why is it that the hybrid is more expensive? I've explained this thing before, that your hybrid is a combination of your Clarias and your Hectro. So using those two, you now get your hybrid, but your Clarias is on its own. So you see, two particular breeds of fishes are merged together to get the hybrid. The process of doing this is very tricky. So many people don't even know how to hash it. Many people, after doing it, the fishes die in the process. So the few that do it, will always want to charge you more because of the process of trying to get this. Yeah. If you understand animal crossbreeding, you understand that even people that do dog crossing, you discover that when people cross two high value dogs, they are more expensive than the original ones they use in crossing it, because of the difficulty in doing this. So there are technicalities and challenges in doing the crossing. So that's the reason why at that age, the price is more expensive. So if you put both of them in the same pond and you are selling them at this particular month that I mentioned, lower months, it's a big loss on that hybrid. So there is no point. Sometimes people want to be so inquisitive. Now, what you can do if you want to understand it, or you want to to satisfy your curiosity, you can, when buying, you can now beg seller, please, can I have 5 pieces or 10 pieces of my hybrid to put in my Clarias pond just to see what's going to happen? That type of number is not going to cost you any loss. But when you go that you are stocking 1,000, you take 500 of this and 500 of this and put them in the same pond, you will discover that when you sell them less than when it's supposed to be, it's a big loss because of the price of buying at the juvenile stage. So what I have said in effect is that putting them in the same pond, they wouldn't have any cross-contamination issue. They wouldn't have a survival issue, except maybe you decide for your own reason not feed them on time. Fishes, once they know that we are not the same, but somehow we are being starved, there is going to be fights. Everybody will fight to survival. Everybody will try to, fight for dominance, because that is what you cost. But if you feed them as at when due, they will not have problem. They will just stay gently with it, because they know that, oh, our food will always come. There's no issue. So you can try it and see yourself. But like I said, if you're not going on the commercial basis, it is a big loss at the end of the day. If you insist, carry on your Clarias to get to whenever you want to sell your hybrid. Your Clarias is going to have eggs, and then it will be a failure in the time of sales. So you see, it's a two-way traffic. If you take this one too far, you are going to lose on the eggs. And if you bring this one backward, you are going to lose on the price you bought it at the beginning stage. So I hope someone could have understood or learned something from what I said. But in case you don't understand, kindly use the comment section. And if you have any topic you want me to talk about, use the comment section. And remember, if you have any problem, just do a video of it, send to 081-353-48909, and I will help you tackle this problem free of charge. Until I come your way next time, my name is Emelifomunuel Oge of Let Us Farm. Keep farming, save of life.